Hey everyone, this is some nerdy guy back again with another video, and this time I'm going to do a little bit of a collection video. It's a small, humble collection of PSP games. This is my entire PSP collection. It's not very big. This is the stack right here. I'm not going to show you the spine so I don't give away any of the titles of the games, but yeah, like I said, not a whole lot of games, but definitely ones that I've liked to play over the years. Even though I just recently got a PSP like 2 years ago now, I think it's been. And yeah, unfortunately, the battery like expanded or whatever, so I can't really play it right now because I was gonna like refresh my memory on some of these and play it. But yeah, I gotta get a new battery, so that kind of sucks. But without further ado, I'm gonna get into my PSP collection. The first one is one that's super unique, and I'm really surprised that it hasn't got like a cult following, and maybe it has by now. I haven't looked it up recently, but it's a shoot 'em up game, and it is called Platypus. And what makes this game so unique, at least in my opinion, is that it's all done in claymation. I just think that art style is super cool. Reminds me of the Neverhood and Armacrog, I think is what that one game was called. It's made by the same creator. It definitely reminds me of that, but this is a shoot 'em up game, and that's what surprises me why it hasn't gotten super popular, because like everybody dives for shoot 'em up games like all the time. Maybe this one just isn't that good. I liked it. I thought it was decent. I don't know what the reason is why it hasn't gotten that cult status that most shoot 'em ups get, but maybe it will eventually, and I have it, and I got it for like $10 a long time ago, so happy to have that. The next game is my only Japanese game, and I got it. You probably whoever's watched this channel from like near the beginning has probably already seen this because I got it in that Retro Game Treasure subscription box thing, and that is Monster Hunter Portable Second Generation. Uh, it's Monster Hunter. Like I don't know what else really to say about it. I mean, it's a really good Monster Hunter. I played it for a little bit, and yeah, I mean, I didn't start getting into Monster Hunter that heavily until World came out, and even then, I didn't really get into it. It wasn't until when Rise came out where I was like, "Whoa, this is awesome!" Like, I don't know what deterred me from getting into Monster Hunter, but I love my Switch, so I think that's what really like pulled me into it, is because I really like my games on my Switch. So, call me a noob, call me a fake fan, whatever you want, but that's what really drew me into it, and now I'm trying to get into some of the other older Monster Hunter games, and this one was really good. Next game, I actually have two copies of for some reason. Well, no, I do have a reason. So this game, there was a remake for the original, like the first iteration of this game. Well, this is like a side story to the main game. But once that came out, this game skyrocketed. Not really. It was like, well, kind of, because the game was only like $10 for the longest time, and then this remake came out, and it jumped to like 50, and I was like, well, I want to pay $10, $15 for it. I don't want to pay $40 for it. So I did finally find it, but it was like $30, and I was like, well, I guess that's a little cheaper, so I bought it. And then I found another one, and it was only $15, but it was also a different version. Like the cover is completely different. So I was like, okay, might as well just get it because it's a variant and it was a lot cheaper. It's the price that I actually wanted to pay for it. And that is Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. If you notice, this is the normal cover right here. And then this one is a silver / black and white cover. It's like really shiny. It's all silver and stuff. So I thought that was really neat. I was like, okay, I didn't know that. I had no idea there was a variant of it. I don't know if it's any more rare than the regular version. If anybody wants to let me know, I honestly have no idea. So yeah, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. Yeah, when the remake came out, that and the Dirge of Cerberus, the Vincent Valentine game, they both just like went up in price like for no. I mean, there was a reason because that's spiked the interest of Final Fantasy VII related stuff. But I mean, Dirge of Cerberus didn't jump that high, I don't think, but it doubled because it went from a $10 game to a $20 game. So, which I was able to get that for $10 as well. I was able to find it before the prices went up. This one is one that I didn't really dive that much into because this is one of the ones I got during the time that my PSP stopped working, so I haven't really tried it out that much. I tried by like pressing the battery in and just trying to like hold it, and it wasn't working. So this is Phantasy Star Portable. I haven't really doubled in Phantasy Star that much. I played some of Phantasy Star Online 2 on the Xbox, and I played the ones that were on the Sonic Genesis collection. I think it has 2 through 4 on there. I've played a handful of Phantasy Star, but I'm not like super into it. I want to get into it more because it seems like a really good series. I know some of them are kind of hit or miss. So, but there's that one. You're going to notice here that most of my PSP collection are RPGs, which there were a lot of good ones on the PSP. So don't at me. I don't know. I guess I'll take a break from the RPGs because there's a big chunk of them right here. So I'll get through some of these other ones first. This one I mainly got because it was super cheap. The original version of this game is really expensive. So I was like, hey, it's a way to play it. I'm just going to get it. And that is Parappa the Rapper. Super fun rhythm game. An absolute classic. I know my friend Chicken Heart really loves this game. He's talked about it for as long as I've known him, which is surprisingly a very long time. We've known each other for just about 10 years now, I think. So, yeah, Parappa the Rapper. Hopefully I'll be able to find the original copy of the game, just because I'd rather play it on a console than playing it on a handheld, to be honest. Same goes for this, which they ended up putting this on a collection on the Switch, and I have that, and that's what I mostly play this on when I want to, but I found this for really cheap when I was looking for PSP stuff when I first got my PSP, and I think I got it for like $10. And that is a fighting game, and that is Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max. I don't really remember what the difference is between the original and this. Maybe they added characters or something. I don't really remember. The only thing that sucks about my copy is that it doesn't have the official like Sony UMD like casing. It's a generic one, but that's not a huge deal because at least it comes with the case and manual. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And then the next game, this is probably one of the most common PSP games ever, but it's also one of the most fun PSP games ever. It's just super relaxing and just corny looking, and I don't know, I really like it, and that is Loco Roco. I know there's a sequel to it. I don't have that. I just bought this because, like I said, it was dirt cheap. I got it for maybe like $2 or $3, and it actually is a really fun game. It's just a little puzzle game. You play as these little blobs, and you got to find the other blobs to make big blobs, and you have to find your way through the level. It's like a maze, and you have to find like collectibles and stuff like that, and then find the end of the level and everything like that. So yeah, it's super relaxing. It's a really good game. Solid. So, really like that one. Okay, now we're getting into the chunk of RPGs that I have. So, first one is Final Fantasy Tactics: The War of the Lions. I still haven't been able to play the Final Fantasy the first one. I've been trying to hunt it down. Every time I find it, it's always the greatest hits version, and I don't want that. I do have it digitally, so I have played a handful of it, but I was like, I want to get the actual game. I need to get the actual game. And I'll be honest, tactical RPGs, I like them. I am not good at them. I've tried so many times to play different ones. The only one that I can really heavily get into, I don't know if there's just like a certain learning curve that is simpler in it, but Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem games are really hard, though. They are hard, but I don't know. I like the characters, and I've played some of them in Smash, so like it intrigues me more. A lot of tactical RPGs I'm just not good at, and I've been trying to get into more of them to try to, get my brain to understand them so I can play them better, because I'm terrible at tactical RPGs. Which brings me to another tactical RPG, and that is Tactics Ogre. Let us cling together. I mainly got this one for the same reason. Like, I just wanted to get more tactical RPGs. I wanted PSP exclusive ones, which obviously this one is, and I got it for I think $15. And I don't think it's that expensive anymore, but for whatever reason, At the time that I bought it, every listing I saw was like $50, and I don't really know why, because now I look at them and they're like maybe 20, 30-ish dollars, and I got mine for 15. So yeah, it is complete. And then another RPG, and this technically is a tactical RPG, but the gameplay style is a little bit different. It's more, I guess it would be more action oriented. It's more like Fire Emblem. It definitely resembles more like Fire Emblem, at least the newer ones, and that is Valkyria Chronicles 2. I tried to get into the series. I have the first one on PS3, and I know they did a remaster on PS4, I believe, and I didn't get that. But I was trying to hunt down like the rest of the series, and the second one, the only port of it is on the PSP. So I ended up getting a pretty good deal on it, because I think this game is ranging around 50 right now, and I was able to get it I think around 30-ish dollars. I think I had like a coupon for eBay, so I was just like, yep, I'm just gonna get it. I don't know, Valkyria Chronicles is really cool. I like the character designs a lot in all the games. It's like military-ish, but it's like old-timey, like industrial age, I guess, if that's the right word. I don't know. I just think it's really cool. This one, actually, I'm gonna save that one after this one. Okay, so this one, absolute classic, one of the best in the series by far, and it also came with like an extra game. It's the the epilogue, right? Epilogue is after, yeah, right. Words. But I don't think this is the best version of the game. I was playing it more so on the PS1. They re-released this game, but this one's definitely worth it to get that extra add-on. And I think it's on the DS version as well, if I'm not mistaken. But that is Final Fantasy IV. Like I said, classic game, one of the best in the series, up there with 6, I believe so. I know everybody loves 7, everybody loves Cloud. I do really like Final Fantasy 7, but it's not my absolute favorite. This one isn't either, but I really like the character that you play as. I believe his name's Cecil, I want to say. He is a Dark Knight, and you become a paladin and all that. And I just love the armor that he has. I don't know if it's in the Cecil. Is it Cecil or Cecil? I can't remember how you pronounce his name. Yeah, but there's him as the paladin. But you start as a Dark Knight, I believe. Your adversary is Kane. He's a dragoon. I don't think you're a dragoon though when you start. I think he's just called a Dark Knight. But I can't find any of the. Yeah, there he is. The Dark Knight. He looks super cool. I like that a lot. The camera is not focusing. But yeah, Final Fantasy IV. Classic game. Love it. Now, this one is the rarest PSP game I own, and I keep saying this, I sound like a broken record, but I got it for really, really cheap comparatively to what it goes for right now. And I don't mean to just talk prices, but like when you find something for a really good deal and you never expect to find it, it's like exhilarating. It's just like the best feeling ever. It's like, oh, I didn't have to pay that to be able to play this. And I think it got really high in price because the series really exploded, because there's a new entry on the PS4. Everybody loved it. It is a great game, but it kind of like shot it into the mainstream, which is fine. I mean, it's cool that JRPGs are starting to get recognized a little bit more. But the only thing that sucks about it is all the older ones start going up in price because everybody wants them now. Everybody likes them now. And a lot of these companies don't remake every single game, which is kind of annoying. It would be kind of nice if they just at least ported them over, just so new players could have access to them. But yeah, this game is extremely rare. And it had like a boxed version. It came with like a soundtrack probably and stuff like that. But I just have the game itself, and that is the first Persona on PSP. And I remember playing this on the PlayStation Classic, and I didn't really like it because of how dated it was, to be honest. But this version is so much better. Yeah, absolutely awesome. I really hope to find Persona 2 at some point. They also ported that over to the PSP. There's 2 Persona 2s, I believe, and they ported them both to the PSP. I'm hoping, since Atlas finally got like some recognition for Persona with Persona 5, I really hope that they start, at least, if not remaking, at least porting like maybe this version onto the Switch and PS4 and PS5. Just so, like I said, so new players can actually access like the whole series if they really wanted to. So that would be really nice. Hopefully they do that. Okay, next game is a game that my friend Chicken Heart did a collection video on, and I am a fan of this game, but I'm not as big a fan as he is, obviously, because he has all the cool collectibles and stuff like that. I'm more of a casual fan because as a kid, I didn't really have PlayStation. I was a Nintendo person, so a lot of the PlayStation stuff didn't start coming into my life until a little bit later. So I still am a fan, but I'm definitely, it's not rooted in me like it is with him. So that's super cool that he has that he really loves. And that is Ape Escape on the Loose. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is just the first Ape Escape game just ported onto the PSP. I think I might be wrong about that. I think this one is different because I know they had this and then they had Ape Escape Academy on PSP. But yeah, Ape Escape is a super fun game. I love the polygon graphics. It's just nostalgic for me. Like I said, even though I didn't grow up really playing the PlayStation as much, I still love the polygon graphics because obviously Nintendo 64 was the same way, and I love games that look like that, like Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64, Star Fox, all that stuff, Donkey Kong. It really hits home. I love it. So there's that. And then these are the last two games, and they're not the most exciting games. I probably should have saved Persona for last, but I grabbed my stack that I had and just started filming. And there's two games of this. It's like a series, and there's only two, and that is Sonic Rivals 1 and 2. And I'm super annoyed because this is a greatest hits version. It's the only greatest hits thing I have in this collection, and it bugs the heck out of me. So I'm gonna have to find a different copy. But these games are not great. I will be honest, but I'm a diehard Sonic fan, so just having them in the collection is always good. They're not terrible. It's a 2D like racing game. I don't know. For me, the controls were just kind of wonky. I didn't really care for them, at least in the first game. I didn't really, be honest, I didn't really play the second one because the first one deterred me so much. I was like, I'll get it for the collection. Got it for like $5-10, and I was like, that's good enough for me. It's in my Sonic collection. I don't got to worry about it. Which sounds terrible because I try to play every game that I own at least once to try it to make sure if I like it or not. But yeah, it's one of those games that is kind of cool for the Sonic franchise because it has a majority of the characters in it that you can actually play as. Because most Sonic games, you get Sonic, Knuckles, Tails. Most recent Sonic games, you only get to play as Sonic. Besides Sonic Mania, you can play as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Mighty, Ray, all that stuff. But this one, you get all the obscure characters. You get, Espio, you get Rouge the Bat there, you get Silver. Anyway, you get Metal Sonic and Shadow, and I don't know. I just thought that was super cool that they added in all those characters. Because I think the last time every Sonic character was in a game like that was, I think, Sonic Heroes. And like each character was technically playable. They had their own like job of being part of the team and stuff like that. Sorry, ranting about Sonic for a while. Like I said, I'm a diehard Sonic fan, so yeah. But anyways, this is my PSP collection. I'm hopefully going to be growing it a bit more, especially once I get my PSP battery. Hopefully that's what the problem was. Like I said, it literally, I don't even have my PSP. I should have went and grabbed my PSP. But the back of it is like cracked because I tried to push the battery in and it's puffed. I guess my one friend was telling me that over time the batteries, when they start to die, they expand. So that must have been what happened. So hopefully that it's just a dead battery or a faulty battery and I just need a new one because I really don't want to have to buy another PSP. I got a really cool one. It's a bright red one. Actually, I think I have it over here. Hang on one second. Okay, yeah. This cool red PSP. The battery just fell out. I don't know where that went. But yeah, here's the little battery compartment. But it's just so cool. I have a red one. I have a red PSP. Like, red's my favorite color. And I don't know. a lot of consoles, they don't make like the colors like this anymore. So it's really neat that they made it. And yeah, so that's my PSP collection. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Buy my merch, like my Facebook account and my Instagram and my MySpace. And I say the same thing every time, but I hope it makes you come back because you like seeing it. So anyways, till next one, see ya.